And we are live. We are live. What's going on, lads? How you guys doing? Do you know what? It's nice actually to finally look forward to some boxing. We're actually getting fights announced now. Some good fights on the horizon. It's nice now to be kind of out of lockdown with boxing. It's nice to get actually back to talking about fights instead of absolute nonsense. You know, so many prediction videos coming up that I'm looking forward to doing. So yeah, I'm loving it right now, man. I'm loving it. How you guys doing anyway? ABC Def, what's going on, man? Hopefully you're doing well, brother. Crack open a can. Nearly said fucking crap open a can. Jesus, I'm tired. I've been sleeping terribly for weeks now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, big up to Big Dan. Dominic Chetchery, he's happy about the Newcastle takeover not happening. Adam Scott, big up to Adam. Big stiff idiot. What's going on, man? What's going on? You guys excited for boxing? I'm excited, man. There's a few fights out there that I'm really looking forward to. I love that Charlo card. I really love that Charlo card. Excellent, excellent fights, man. Unification fight between Jamel and Jason Rosario. That's going to be fireworks. And Jamal Charlo versus Sergey Derevyanchenko. Excellent style clash. Really good style clash. Boxer puncher versus an inside technician. Great fight, man. Excellent fight. What a card that is. Fucking hell. Jesus. Looking forward to these fights, man. It's nice to actually talk about boxing again, you know? During the lockdown, it was really a struggle, to be honest. But we've got some great fights coming up. We really have some great fights. Yes, sir, man. Can't wait. ABC Def, Onvi Rosario versus Charlo. I think Rosario's getting stopped, but I do want him to win. Yeah, I like Jamel Charlo. I know the Charlo brothers aren't the most popular guys in the world. I've always liked Jamel. Jamel's actually fought some good fighters, you know? He's fought Tony Harrison twice. He fought Erickson Lubin when a lot of people were picking Lubin to win. He's fought Marta Rosian. He's fought Austin Trout, Gabriel Rosado. He's actually fought some good guys. It's Jamal Charlo who I've really struggled to get behind. But now he's fighting Derevyanchenko. I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard. That's all it takes with me. If you give me good fights, I'm good. I'm happy, you know? That's what it's all about. Good fights. Fuck all these mismatches. We want some good solid fights. Dominic Chetchery, he's away when White versus Povetkin's happening, meaning I can't watch it. Yeah, I'm away this weekend, bro. I'm missing Eggington versus Cheeseman. I'm out Saturday, so there we go. There we go. Yeah, big up to Chase Athletics as well, man. Big up to you, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. Not seen you for a while, man. Not seen you for a while. The English heavyweight title fight coming up. Yeah, that's between what's his name? Fabio Wardley and Simon Vallily. That could be a fun little fight. Could be a fun little fight. The English heavyweight title, yeah, man. You never really see that belt get contested for, to be honest. If you look at the history of that belt, I mean, not many guys have won that belt in the last 10 years. Crazy. The match, Dominic Chetchery, the matchroom cards are awful, but there's some decent fights and some competitive fights on the Egg Cheeseman cards. Yeah, the Eggington Cheeseman card's okay, I guess. The other two, for me, not really that great, I'll be honest. The pay-per-view card is what it is, you know, it's decent. It's decent. Big Dan, Golden Boy Promotions and PBC have really impressed me more than any other boxing promoter. They're putting on the quality fights. Yeah, PBC right now, to be fair to them, they have announced some really good fights. I'll tell you else, I'm looking forward to seeing David Benavidez fight. I really like David Benavidez. Love his style. Loads of punches, power, he's aggressive. I love David Benavidez' style. And in my opinion, if this guy fought everybody tomorrow, I think he beats them all at 168. You know, I think he beats Callum Smith. I think he beats Billy Joe. And I think he beats Caleb Plant. That seems to be an unpopular opinion. But I really rate David Benavidez. I think he's got a high ceiling, especially at 168. I think he's got a high ceiling. But yeah, some good fights, man. Big up to Pugilist King. Hopefully you're doing well, brother. ABC Death. Who saw? Yeah, I saw that. ABC. Who saw Wardley at the press conference today? Never knew him and Vallily had beef. Yeah, I know. It's probably fake, to be fair. It's probably fake. Yeah, thank you, Johnny. Um, the OBC title's on the line. Omelette Boxing Championship. Yeah, man, 100%. Someone's one. I think the egg's getting cracked. He's getting cracked, bruv. Yeah, man. Where you going for the weekend, Dell? Just out with the lads, getting boozed up. Get a few girls over. Barbecue. Well, pub, then barbecue. One of those weekends, man. One of those weekends. Big stiff idiot. I reckon Derevyanchenko needs to win 8 or 9 rounds to get a decision. That's the thing, big stiff idiot. For Derevyanchenko to win, he can't afford to win 7 rounds to 5. He needs to make it very clear to get a decision. But it's a good fight, man. It's a good fight, bro. Really good fight. MB, I saw this MB. Juan Pablo Hernandez is coming back to heavyweight. Yep. He retired in 2014? He was a very good cruiserweight, IBF cruiserweight champion, Cuban, good boxer. I think it's been too long, though, MB, to be honest. I don't really expect him to do anything. ABC Def, who's Benavidez fighting? Benavidez is fighting Roma Angulo, the guy who beat Anthony Sims. So a decent fight, not the greatest, but I like watching David Benavidez. Dude's fun to watch. Cheers, Johnny boy, man. Cheers. Nice one, brother. Nice one. With Big Dan, with boxing and UFC combined, there's probably about 50 events coming up in the next 4 months. Yeah, Khabib versus Justin Gaethje, that's been announced. Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa, that's a great fight. Stipe versus DC3, excellent fight. There's some great MMA fights as well coming up. Some good boxing fights. If you're a combat sports fan, it's looking a lot more healthy than it was a couple of months ago, man. Looking a lot more healthy, bro. Big up to Real Deal in the chat as well. That's a funny username, by the way. Yanks wear trousers low because all the belts are in the UK. Fucking hell. Yeah, the Wardley and the Lily bit was cringy, no doubt, man. No doubt. Yeah, Dominic, you can always tell when a rivalry's forced and fake. You can always tell, man. It's in the energy. When two guys don't like each other, it's obvious. Like Barrera Morales, you could tell that was genuine. You could just tell with the energy. Even something like Froch versus Groves, you could tell it's genuine. But there's other rivalries that is just all stoked up and nonsense. You know they're doing it for the camera, like Bellew versus David Haye, for example. That was obviously a PR stunt. Yeah, big up to Nordic Warrior. Hopefully you're doing well, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. Eddie is selling his dad's back garden, not the fighters. RSV Mile, that's a very good point. Now, I said this, I forgot where I said it, but there's a reason people are talking about Eddie's back garden rather than the fights, because reality is a lot of these fights just aren't all that good. That's the reality. If the fights spoke for themselves, we'd be all talking about the fights, but we're talking about the setting. Oh, Eddie's back garden. That's what we're talking about. Don't get me wrong, there's a couple of good fights. But from top to bottom, kind of average. It's kind of average, Boxing first. Chenko did hurt Golovkin with a crunching body shot, so he could hurt Charlo. Yeah, good point. Chenko definitely hurt Golovkin to the body, no doubt. And against Charlo, a tall, lanky guy, kind of skinny, stands upright. Derevyanchenko definitely needs to work that body. There could be some success there for him. Maybe slow Charlo down, drain his power. Yeah, I could see Derevyanchenko having good success up close. Real Deal, Michael Conlan fighting another Can. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised, Real Deal. I'm not surprised. I'm not all that high on Michael Conlan, to be honest. I'm not that sold. Decent little boxer, but seems like he's stuck in his amateur days, to be honest. One of those guys. One of those guys. But yeah, big up to Nordic Warrior. Oh shit, L-Dog, you got to be taking the piss. You have to be taking the piss. Teofimo Lopez rejected a take it or leave it offer to fight Lomachenko. Are you serious? Bruh. Way to kill my mood, L-Dog. Fuck me. That best not be true. If I could reach through my screen and slap you in the face, I'd do it. No, I'm joking, but that is bad news. That's bad news, man. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Oh well, whatever, man. It is what it is. It's boxing, isn't it? Max Kuckerman, big up to Max. And I never get girls over before 11 p.m. and they never stay the night after I'm done with them. That's the way to be, Max. That's the way to be. Decisive, man. Decisive. You know, don't play with your food. You know, get them out of there. Quick knockout. Yeah, I agree, Nordic. Most rivalries in boxing are fake rivalries, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Big up to Big Boys Boxing, by the way. I saw your video today about those 3 heavyweight fights you was looking forward to. I like that. I like the Tony Yoka fight, Tony Yoka versus Duhaupas. I think that's a decent little step up, to be honest. Possible December date for AJ versus Pulev from Boxing First. I'll be honest with you, Boxing First. I'm really not looking forward to that fight. I think Pulev is shot to bits. I think he's going to go there for a payday and get sparked out. I think he's going to get sparked out, man. I really do. Maybe in 3 or 4 rounds kind of thing. Okay, so Teofimo rejected 1.2 million apparently. Egg versus cheese equals 2 scrambled brains. Should have been the card name. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're going to beat the piss out of each other. I think Ted's going to win, though. I think Ted's going to win. Oh yeah, RSV Mile. I've seen these fucking Matchroom bots everywhere. They're all over Twitter. They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. I'm sure Eddie Hearn pays some of these guys on Twitter to like just fucking big up his company. I'm sure he does, man. Just insane amounts of fanboyism for Matchroom in the UK. You know, the Matchroom guys over here are like the LDBC guys over there, to be honest. Not as toxic, but still as annoying. Yeah, Nordic, I agree. The best rivalries are the organic ones, like Pacquiao Marquez, Barrera Morales, Abraham Stieglitz. Rivalries created from actual fights and not boasting. 100%, man. 100%. Max Kuckerman, girls are only allowed over between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. You're leaving yourself a bit of a short window there, Max, you know? You're leaving yourself a bit of a short window. What happens if you want to extend the time, you know? Come on now. Oh, no. Mike Coppinger, he's talking about Teofimo Lopez rejecting the offer, and so is Lance Pugmire. That's all we need. That's all we need. Lucky I've got a beer here to calm me down and simmer my pain. You know, I'm going to drink away the pain. Did you see Michaela Meyer make a complete buffoon of herself trying to rip Terry Harper? I saw something on Twitter. I'll be honest, Boxing First. I'm not a big fan of female boxing, to be honest. I don't really keep up with it. I might watch a cheeky weigh-in here and there if they're looking good, but yeah, apart from that, bro, I don't really pay attention. I don't really pay attention. Yo, big up to Johnny Boy. Straight coward move by Teofimo. I'm snapping off. Yeah, bro. If that's true, I've lost a lot of respect for Teo because I've been batting for Teofimo. To me, Teofimo, he came across genuine when he said he wants to fight Lomachenko. But there we go. You know, we can't listen, man. Fuck. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. I'm just fucking disappointed. I'm disappointed. Really disappointed. Nordic Warrior, he's saying Lopez never wanted to fight Loma. He's a bum, and the fight's a massive mismatch. That's why I never talked about it. I actually recorded a video months ago, and I deleted it because I can't be asked with the backlash. Yeah, listen, man, you're probably right, bro. You was probably right all along. There's me trying to be fucking positive and get the fight, and, you know, try and actually give this guy the benefit of the doubt. More for me. More for me, man. But there we go. Should really learn my fucking lesson. What's your thoughts on Carlos Negron versus Damani Rockdale? Interesting fight, Big Boys Boxing. Interesting fight. A massive step up, you know, in comparison to Damani Rock's last few opponents. Damani Rock's fought absolutely nobody, to be honest. And Carlos Negron, you know, he gave Brazil some trouble. He knocked out that Cuban dude quite recently, Robert Alfonso. So, good step up for me. Good step up. No, I don't really know too much about Damani Rock. I've not seen all that much of him. So, I'm interested. I'm interested in that step up. But yeah, Johnny, that's disappointing, bro. That's disappointing. Yeah, same, Johnny. I've been defending him for a while now. That's ridiculous. I'm fucking fuming now. Yeah, I'm the same, bro. I'm the same. That's why I've got a fucking can of beer here, bro. I'm drowning out the pain. You know? Fuck's sake. What a cunt. What a cunt. MB says, if Shakur's getting 700k to fight a nobody in the bubble, Teofimo might expect more. Yeah, maybe, but still, fuck it. You know, career high payday, chance to fight for you know, a unified title fight. Sorry, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. Very disappointing. Teo was looking at 1.2 million and Loma 3.4 million. Okay. Fuck me, though. Jesus. It's disappointing. Very disappointing. Fuck's sake. I'm going to look on Twitter quickly, you know. I'm gonna quickly look on Twitter. Hang on. I'm going to be fucking livid if this fight doesn't happen. I'm going to be livid. I'm going to be fucking fuming. Fucking Oh, fuck off, you cunt. Yeah, even the chief content stealer, Michael Benson, he's reporting on it now as well. Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko is reportedly on the verge of collapsing. It's claimed Lomachenko has agreed a deal to be paid over 3.25 million, which is a concession from his contract guarantee, but Lopez has rejected a 1.2 million take it or leave it offer, according to the Athletic Box. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. There we go. There we go. Yo, man like Jim McDonald in the chat. Big up to Jim. There's two of you knocking about, Jim. Are you the real one? I apologize for questioning your authenticity, but I know there's two of you knocking about. Hopefully I've got the real one here. Cavanide, anyone watching the playoffs? Nah, man, I'm not watching it, bro. Who's playing? Is it Cardiff? Is it Cardiff? Yeah, Cardiff, Fulham, innit? Fuck's sake, Cardiff are winning as well. Jesus. Yeah, that WBC stuff is nonsense, Nordic. That fucking franchise nonsense. Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Yeah, same ABC Def. I'm annoyed that Inoue versus Casemiro isn't happening. Yep, that's another fight, another great unification fight that we've missed out on. You know, two hard-punching bantamweights, two multi-weight world champions. Excellent fight, but that fight fell through as well. Disappointing. That guy, what the fuck does Teofimo think he's actually worth? There we go. 1.2 is a career high payday from what I understand. So why not take it? The thing is, though, these guys are so short-sighted because if Teofimo were to beat Vasily Lomachenko, his star profile goes through the roof and his future purses are a lot bigger. You know, you need to make some concessions when you're someone like Teofimo Lopez. You need to make some concessions if you want to make it big. And that's why a lot of these guys don't reach that next level, because they don't step outside their comfort zone. They don't take a fight which they may feel they're getting paid a little too low for. They don't risk it. If Teofimo risked it and won that fight, his star profile goes through the roof. He's a much bigger commodity. But no, he's not backing himself. He doesn't believe in himself. Simple as that. Simple as that. Big stiff idiot. Teofimo never fancied it from the start. All hype talk. Yep. Looking like that way. It's looking like that way. Well, it's not officially off yet, so I'm going to hold out hope. I'm going to hold out hope. Jesus Christ. Copend09. Are Kell Brooks Crawford calls out legit, or is it just him keeping his fading name out there? Yeah, I think it's that, Copend. I think it's that. I think Kell Brooks just trying to keep his name out there, you know. Maybe he'll take that fight, who knows. I'd watch it, Copend09. I'd watch it. Why not? Terence Crawford's not really got anybody to fight right now. So Kell Brook, yeah, he's faded. I'll still watch it. I'll still watch it. I know what you mean, RSV Mile, with Kell Brook. It's hard to care with Kell Brook. I mean, to me, Kell Brook has been one of the most wasted talents we've had in this country for like the past 20 years. He really is. Skill for skill in his prime, I really rated him. But he never took those next step fights, those big step-up fights. And outside the ring, he lived like an idiot, you know? Getting stabbed in the leg for, I won't go there, but yeah, you know, taking drugs, getting fat. The guy just never really took it seriously, unfortunately. And his talent levels were very good, in my opinion, Kell Brook. Excellent boxer. Great distance control, great counterpuncher, great jab. decent feet, really good boxer, Kell Brook, but didn't have those mental, the mental side of the game locked down. So he's kind of failed, hasn't he? Unfortunately. Real deal, Thurman has done too many injuries, too much time off from what we saw in his last fight. I agree, real deal. I don't think you're going to see Keith Thurman in many more fights. He'll try and cash out and then retire. Nordic Warrior Gaming, Lopez is actually Anthony Crolla level, but not as accomplished. Jesus. I think Lopez would beat Crolla prime for prime, but be a decent fight. Yeah, exactly, Jim McDonald. Stabbed for feeling another man. Yeah, exactly. allegedly, you know. Brook has a chin, can't see Keith stopping him. Yeah, that'd be a good fight at this stage, you know. Brook's not really looked good for a while, and Keith Thurman, God knows where he's at. Good little crossroads fight there. I'd watch Kell Brook versus Keith Thurman. Think that's a good little fight there, actually. I'd watch that. If Kell Brook is serious about going down to welterweight, he wants a Crawford fight, then, well, Kell Brook, fight somebody first. Fight a Keith Thurman. If you were to beat Keith Thurman, I've got no problem with Brook fighting anybody at welterweight. But do something first. Don't just talk your way into a fight and then fucking stink the joint out. Do you know what I mean? Yo, SA47, what's up, Del? Heard Tio's bottled it, just came to vent. Yeah, man, we've seen. Yep, Tio's bottled it by the looks of it. Yep. It's disappointing, man. It's disappointing. Nordic Warrior Gaming, Kell Brook can still win a title, in my opinion. If I was managing Kell Brook, Nordic, I would look at that WBO title. I would have done my best to try and get him a shot at Patrick Teixeira, the Brazilian dude who's got that WBO. I think Brook could beat him, to be honest. But apart from that, I think he'd struggle right now, looking at the title holders. At 154, I don't think he'd beat Jamel. I don't think he'd beat Rosario, but I think he could beat Teixeira. Yeah, I'm surprised Kell Brook can even make 154 anymore. Yeah, Adam Scott, that's true. The guy looks, when he's outside the ring, when he's not training, the guy looks like Prince Nazim Hamed. Look, just fat as a pig. Fat as a pig. Yo, smash the like, lads, by the way. Be much appreciated. Be much appreciated. Paulie got sacked for saying Eastern Europeans are going to dominate boxing. Did he actually get sacked? Yeah, I never knew Paulie got sacked. I knew Deontay Wilder had his issues, saying he was biased and he wanted him sacked, but I never knew he actually got sacked. That's mad. Any news on Scott Fitzgerald? I've not heard anything, SA47. I've not heard anything. I saw a bit of training footage on, I think it was Instagram, so I think he's still training. I think he's still in the outside world, but yeah, I've not heard any news. 1 second, Unrivaled. I'm not going to be on too long, by the way, Unrivaled, but I'll drop you a link, bro. No doubt. 1 second, mate. Where we at? Yeah, Paulie's too much of a loud mouth for Showtime, yeah. Oh, Paulie's got let go. Okay, fine. Interesting. Is that recent, by the way, or was that a while ago? Because I never knew that. I never knew Paulie got sacked. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Poor Paulie. Paulie's okay as a commentator. I don't mind Paulie. Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I've seen it on Twitter. Wow. The world's gone really soft. There we go. Paulie's been sacked. That's jokes. Oh, well. Yo, what's up, man? Oh, shit, hang on. How you doing?
Hello, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Can hear you loud.
How's things?
Mate, good. Yeah, pretty good, actually. Been a nice day over here. The sun's out. Titties are out. What more do you want? What more do you want?
Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez.
We do want that. I shouldn't have asked that. But yeah, what are your thoughts on it? Go.
What have I said all along?
Yeah, you said it. Yeah, you said it wouldn't happen.
What's my thoughts on it? I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
I'm very disappointed. But look, come on. They had the negotiation periods before the co-May fight, you know? They actually did in
Yeah.
October. They've been planning the fight since then. We're currently in July. All of these fans out there of Loma or TFM are like, no, the fight's going to happen. It's going to happen August 28th. Oh, no, it's going to happen September 14th. Oh, no, it'll be September 20th. Oh, no, it's going to be October 3rd. Come on.
yeah. I mean,
The signs
But-
were there.
there's still a chance. There's still a chance. I'm going to hold out hope, but yeah, it ain't going to happen.
The signs have always been there, right? Am I wrong? They've always been there.
They have been there. To be fair, like you said,
I'm
they were-
struggling
yeah.
to make way. This might be my only last fight. Oh, if I can't get the fight soon, I'm gonna end up having to move up. Oh no, I want the fight to be at MSG. Oh, I want 35%.
Yeah. Like you said, though, they've been talking about it since October, end of July now. It's nearly a year and it's not even been announced. So shouldn't really come as a surprise, should it really, to be honest?
No, I mean, one of my friends, him and his girlfriend, they announced they were having a baby back in October. That baby was born there 2 weeks ago, and we still didn't get that contract.
Jesus Christ. It goes to show, doesn't it? It puts it into perspective. It's crazy.
That's
Fucking
what's
hell.
really put it into perspective for me, you know? Baby was born.
Yeah, that's mad. It's disappointing, man. But listen, we're boxing fans. We're used to disappointment. So if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We'll move on. What can you do? What can you do? I'm gonna look forward to the fights for Ahmed. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get too bogged down by it.
I'm not going to look forward to the fights that are made because I refuse from this point forward to accept anything that I don't want.
It's the best way to go about it.
I refuse to.
Stream it.
Watch. I won't stream it. I won't watch it. I'll put it into complete disarray. I'll never talk about the fighter. And I think more
Good
people
shout.
should do that. I really do.
It's a good shout. But I'll give it time. You never know. You know, boxing's a quick moving sport, but until it's officially off, I'll give it a bit of time. But yeah, it's a shame. But whatever.
How fast
I
is
should-
boxing, though? How fast is it? How many undisputed fights have we had in the last 12 years? That's not really that quick moving, is it?
No, exactly. It's in what you can count it on one hand.
If boxing is so fast moving, yeah, it's 2020, right? Manny Pacquiao's on the Ring Magazine pound for pound list. You know, he was on the top 10 pound for pound list in Ring Magazine in 2003. It's a very fast moving sport, isn't it?
I'm talking about like the politics sense. You know, shit can happen, and I'm talking about like negotiations and that fights that kind of, you know, whatever, man. It is what it is. It's disappointing, but whatever. I'm used to it at this stage. You know, I'm used
But
to it.
what's an acceptable fight for both these guys now?
I mean, it's harder for Teofimo because he's the one that he's avoided this fight. So, I mean, for Teofimo, I mean, bruv, I'm looking at like, to be honest with you, going to 140 fighting Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez, something like that.
I don't give a shit about that because, and that's the thing, I don't care about Teofimo against either of those guys. Those guys have a mandatory apiece, Postall and Kong Song, yeah, and then they're supposed to fight each other for undisputed. Not Teofimo ducking Lomachenko to get a shot at one of the boys at 140. Don't care.
So basically, there's nothing available that matches the Lomachenko fight. There's just not. There's not anything available. There's nothing as good as that fight. What fight gets him that kind of fanfare if he wins? In and around 135, nothing.
Prograis?
Nah. It would be a good win, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it doesn't get that same
It wouldn't be,
fanfare.
it wouldn't be a good win. He'd get fucked up against Prograis.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Spark out.
I'm
Yeah.
being honest. This was his chance while he was still young to fight at the very elite and make himself a special name. Now, he's not going to be able to fight against top tier opposition without really risking. Because if he moves to 140, what's out there from Baranchik?
He's not taking that fight. If you're not fighting Lomachenko for a career high payday in a unification fight, you're not going to fight
You
Baranchik.
ain't fighting Baranchik for no title and 300 grand, mate.
Exactly. Fucking that cunt made in the lab. You're not going to fight that dude. Do you know what I mean?
Oh
It's
no,
insane.
let's give him to one of the champions. I'm sorry, Taylor Ramirez would fuck that kid up.
Yeah, I think they'd murk him, to be honest. Listen,
Too
bro, I
big.
mean, at 22 years old, right? There's nothing to lose against Lomachenko. Yeah, you got a title, right? You could lose it. But let's say you win that fight at 22 years old, you knock out Lomachenko, maybe the pound for pound number one. What a statement that would be. It'd be amazing. You can't match that shit. Like, what else can he do? There's nothing out there. So, like, this guy, man, he needs to fucking get realistic, or Top Rank need to pull a fucking miracle to get this fight to happen. Simple as that. But, fuck me. Jesus Christ. It's disappointing, man. Who's he get? Like I said, there's no one there to fight. Ryan's fucking unavailable. Luke, fucking Devin, all these guys are unavailable. Who's going to fight? Gamboa? No, Gamboa's fighting fucking Devin. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Bum fights.
Comey again.
Yeah, exactly. The guy sparked in 2 rounds. Bum fights, man.
Ivan Mendy. What's the point in them fighting Ivan Mendy? That's a risky fight.
Might as well retire if you're going to show no ambition. Honestly, fuck it. These guys, man, honestly, turning down career high paydays is embarrassing. It's like Billy Joe with Canelo and shit like that. What's the point? Why are you fighting? Why are you fighting? Fuck's sake, man. 22 years old, $1.2 million. Fuck's sake.
In your home country.
In your home country. Yeah, exactly.
In your home country, you've got a chance on a network that may favoritize you to be a star because it's all about money. True or false, though?
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Bob Arum, who do you want to win that fight, really? If I'm Bob, I want Teofimo to win.
Because Teofimo can be a pay-per-view guy. Loma can't.
Exactly. And by the way, for people out there who are going to blame Lomachenko still, Lomachenko, he took a pay cut. He took a pay cut from his contractually obligated money that he would get. He took a pay cut to make that fight happen. And Teofimo still said no.
From what I know, Teofimo got 500 grand to fight Comey, yeah?
Yep.
He got double his highest payday for this Loma on offer. Double.
Yep. There we go.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. I can't be having that here, Henry. I just can't have it.
Oh, fuck me, Big Dan. That'd be terrible. Lopez's next fight could be the winner of Selby versus Kambosos Jr. Terrible. That'd be garbage.
I'll say it right now. I'll boycott the kid. If his next fight ain't against somebody like, I'll be honest, if it's not Lomachenko and it's not a step up to 140 to fight against either the 2 champions or Regis Progress, I don't care. I don't care. I just
agree.
don't give a fuck. I couldn't
Exactly.
give a shit.
It's like going to a nightclub, yeah. You've been talking to a 10 out of 10 all night. You think you fucking sealed the deal.
She
Then you
pisses off. She pisses off.
Yeah. And you get a fat mate. That's what it's like.
You don't even get a fat mate. You get a fat mate's fat mate. It's a lot of bollocks.
It's fucking nonsense, man. The complete cock teats. Get out of here, man.
And then I'm gonna have to deal with people saying, "Well, let's enjoy the fights that we do get." None of them are good enough anyway. People are pissing themselves happy-go-lucky over the top 5 fight at middleweight and a dude who had one good win versus another dude who's gone 1-1 in his last few fights.
Yo, big up to Max Kuckerman, by the way. Thanks for the super chat. He says Tio Ducko. Very well played. Very well played. Now I like those fights, to be fair.
I like them. I'm sorry, right? I like them, yeah?
Mm.
But I'm going to be honest, right? Rosario, Charlo, yeah? Good fight. It's a 3-belt unification. Do I have any problem with it? No, because it's a unification. Derevianchenko and Big Charlo, right, Jamal? I would rather see Jamal versus Golovkin. Jamal versus Andrade. Jamal versus Canelo. Not Jamal versus Derevianchenko, who in 2 title fights has 2 defeats against 2 faded guys. Faded.
Yeah, I can see the argument.
It's not about saying, oh, well, Derevianchenko's a very good fighter. I don't give a fuck that he's a very good fighter. I want to see fucking the best fights. His little brother who fucking cries over losing in video games, he's off fighting a unification while this dude's fighting the first mandatory. Is this even a mandatory?
No, it's not. He's just number 1 contender. Like, he's number 1 rated, but it's not Mando.
So unless they elevate him, there hasn't been a mandatory for the WBC in 8 years.
Challenge.
They should have just made this.
Chavez Martinez won it.
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah. It's embarrassing.
It's
8
disgraceful.
years.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. You know why? It's because Canelo held that belt and Cotto. That's why, but
You know, over 1 billion people were born in the last 8 years.
Jesus Christ.
Over 1 billion
Yo,
little termites were born.
I was just about 18 when there was the last middleweight mandatory with the WBC. I was just about 18.
I was 19, mate.
It's madness, isn't it?
I was 19. I've got a kid in my own place now.
Fucking crazy, isn't it, bruv? Jesus. Yo, St. Britt, big up to St. Britt. Chase Athletics. DT Knockout Opinion. Big up to you as well, man. Yeah, he'd rather see GGG versus Charlo. That'd be a sick fight, man.
Of
Be a
course,
sick
it'd be a sick fight. And look, at the same point, Derevianchenko, very good fighter. But mate, what would you rather see? WBC IBF unification, yeah? Or dude who failed in his last 2 world title fights to secure a title, getting a third shot without having fought anybody, without any type of things. He's coming off of a loss. This is the reality of this. This is the reality of it. He's coming off of a loss. His best win in 3 years is Jack O'Kane, who's a fucking junior welterweight, a junior middleweight.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That's
no,
reality.
I see the argument. I see your points, and they're perfectly valid.
And
I agree.
Whilst it's a very good fight, what would you rather? Would you rather have that, or would you rather have a unification between the best fighters in the division? Because Derevianchenko has proven one thing: he is not one of the top 2 guys up there.
No, he's proven that he's a viable top 10 guy, but he's not even proven without a shadow of a doubt he's top 5, really.
He's not proven that he is all he's shown me is that he loses his big fights.
Yeah, that's
Even
fair
if
enough.
they're closer to tight, that's what he's shown me.
Again, I hate to bring the comparison, but look what the UFC have announced. Adesanya versus the number 1 contender, Paulo Costa. Khabib versus the number 1 contender, Justin Gaethje. You know what I mean?
That's great. Do you know what I've been looking at recently, right? I've been looking at all of these UFC fights, and I've been watching them. And 3 or 4 fights, I've seen 4 or 5 really good fights, right?
Mm.
And the rest have all been boring as all type of shit. I'm not trying to be funny. They have been. Yeah, it's number 7 versus number 8. It's number 3 versus number 4. It's number 6 versus 7. But it's boring and they're on the ground having sex with each other and playing footsie.
Nah, yeah, the Usman fight was fucking terrible, but that card, apart from that fight, was pretty good. Like, that Rose fight was sick. And the Aldo fight was good.
The Aldo fight wasn't good. That was a one-sided beatdown.
Nah, it's fun. I like to see people getting beat up, man. So that's good. That's good for me anyway. I like seeing blood.
It's no different to a run out on boxing. It's no different to Benavidez versus Angulo.
No, I like it more. I like the blood. I like the brutality. You know, the guy was getting beat down. I liked it. What else is there? There's Aldo. There's another fight that was pretty good.
Yeah, but that's one card. There's been some good fights. The best fight that's been on so far, yeah, on UFC was Hooker Poirier.
Hooker Poirier was sick. Yeah, that was good.
That's the best one. And mate, all in all, it's been okay. But I've been looking at it and I've been hearing it's number 6 versus number 7, number 3 versus number 4. And I'm like, all right, 50-50 matchups. And a lot of them are shit. They're boring. They are boring. And this is coming from a boxing fan. Boxing's more boring than MMA. And that was boring me. I'm sorry. Whittaker versus Till, that was a chess match. If I want to watch a chess match, I'll watch fucking Floyd Mayweather versus Abjude.
See, I know what you mean with that fight. I thought that fight was intriguing, but it's not got no. I wouldn't watch it again, kind of thing. I thought it was pretty decent, though. I thought it was all right.
Yeah,
but it wasn't the worst fight I've ever seen.
Let's be real. It was really just a boring boxing match.
Yeah, maybe. I enjoyed it personally. And let's be honest, though. Look at the numbers, like the ESPN numbers, UFC compared to boxing. It's night and day. It's not even competitive. It's not close.
Yeah, but I'm not comparing the two sports. What I'm doing is I'm talking about UFC. It's selling itself off of 50-50 matchups, but most of the matchups are actually quite boring.
Man, they draw in their viewing figures. They retain their audience. So
it's easy to retain your audience if every fight is a supposed 50-50.
Yeah, maybe. But like if you see something once and it's boring, I ain't gonna watch it again. A lot of people find it entertaining. That's the thing. Like I've got into it more actually in the last 3-4 months. I'll be honest. I've got into it a lot more. Listen, boxing's always going to be my number 1, but in this period of time, again, it goes to show like initiative and creativity in terms of promotion. Dana White is levels above every single boxing promoter, not even close. No competitor. It's not close. I mean, what these guys, man, during this lockdown should have been trying to grow the sport, trying to be creative, put on some good fights. Everyone's at home. Everybody's at home. But no, we're going to get bum fights. We're going to get fucking Shakur fight a fucking Milkman. Embarrassing. Bum numbers as well. Terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like, why not try and take advantage of this unique opportunity when people are at home. They may have never watched boxing, or they might have not watched it for 20 years. Nothing else is on TV to watch. Put on a good fight.
Mate,
Put on a good fight.
Mate, do you want to know something? If I ran boxing and I had like ESPN's money, because you know they're Disney, right? Do you know what I would have done? Week 1 straight out of the gate.
Go on.
Casemiro versus Inoue. I would have put it on, no crowd. I would have given each guy like $1 million fucking dollars. I would have fucking put that on, and I would have been like, here you go. Unified bantamweight championship between 2 3-weight world champions in a pound for pound level fight. Have at it.
Yeah, because let's be honest, the UFC shit, like the non-pay-per-view cards, the regular fight nights, do you think they made money? Of course they didn't.
No.
They're fucking... They're spending money now to like build a more audience. That's what they're doing. They're planning for the future. That's what boxing promoters don't do. It's all about the now, making money now, quick buck now. It's not about growing the sport. It's not about longevity or grassroots. It's never been about that. No boxing promoter is interested in that at all.
No.
None of them. None of these guys are boxing fans. That's the truth.
I'll tell you now. You give. If I get the budget from somebody, yeah. If I get Eddie Hearn's budget, I'd turn boxing into a good sport.
Do you know who I like in boxing?
Al Siesta, mate.
Yes. How did you know I was going to say that?
Because I was just watching this card, mate. I paid for it.
Yo, Asinia Beifeld versus Ismail Iliev. Good fight.
What a fight.
But that's the thing. Isn't that a sick concept? Cold Wars. UK versus Russia.
Mate, I was just watching Andrei Sorokin tonight.
Bruh. It's fucking crazy. It's a great concept. Imagine that on a higher level. So, like, UK versus Russia. So, fucking Josh Kelly versus Avanesian for one headliner. Then you could have like loads of other UK versus Russia fights.
Buatsi
Bivol. Yep, great fight. You know what I mean?
I'm chuffed, mate. Look, go through it. Let's do more Cold Wars. Let's have America versus Russia or some shit, right? So
America, Russia, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. Why not? Why not, man? Why do you have to get all these fucking people against each other?
Yeah, big up to Jazz. Jazz, thank you for the super chat, brother. But like, I love that Cold Wars concept. It's a great concept. Somebody needs to fucking
add me back in, mate.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do. Hang on, bro. A million tabs open here. Here he is. He's back in. He's back. Dubois Romanov. That's a good idea. That's a good shout.
No, fuck Dubois Romanov. I've got an all domestic clash.
Yeah, we have got an all domestic clash right now. Yeah, you can't lie.
Look, this is what I would do. I'd have all these guys from all these countries fighting each other, right? So, I'll tell you, here's an idea. Dubois versus Joyce fights. We have that fight happen. And then we put Peter Milas versus Hrgovic, yeah? This would be sick. Winner of those fights fights each other, right? Then I'd put on Abdi Daftoyev versus Makhmedov.
Oh.
Right? And the winner of that fights the winner of Alexander Sorenko versus Alexander Zhakovsky.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
all of a sudden, they've cleared up all the prospects.
None of these promoters are creative, though. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these guys have big stables. They never do in-house tournaments. Like, they could do all sorts, tournaments, random concepts. There's so much you could think of, but none of these guys really fucking push the boat out at all and take risks. I mean, it's like this whole fight camp shit. People are talking about the fucking setting rather than the fights. What does that tell you?
Here's one for you. Go on to Paddy Power right now, though. For me.
Yep.
Right? And we'll go through the fight camp card, right? Because they're all up there in odds, right?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll get them up. 1 second.
Because we're about to have fun here. We're about to have a lot of fun with this.
Oh, here we go.
Right.
Here we go. Jordan Gill versus Reece Bellotti. First one.
Stop. Eddie Hearn said, and I quote, all of these fights, yeah, are 50-50 matchups. Let's go
Yep.
through the odds. First fight up, Jordan Gill, Reece Bellotti. What's the odds?
2-9 Jordan Gill, 3-1 Reece Bellotti.
Okay, so the bookies don't have that at 50-50, do they?
Nope.
Okay, next fight.
Dalton Smith versus Nathan Bennett.
What's the odds?
1-25 Dalton Smith, 10-1 Nathan Bennett.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Fabio Wardley versus Simon Vallily, 1-16 Fabio Wardley, 7-1 Simon Vallily.
50-50, mate, obviously, you know. Keep going.
50-50. James Tennyson versus Gavin Gwynn, 1-4 James Tennyson, 3-1 Gavin Gwynn.
That's a good fight, but it's not 50-50.
And for Cheeseman versus Eggington, 2-7 Cheeseman, 3-1 Eggington.
You're
Sorry.
telling me the main event is a 3-1 underdog?
Yeah, basically. But all 50-50 fights, though, you know, there we go.
What's next?
That's it.
No, that's week 1.
Oh,
That's week
shit,
1.
yeah. Oh, fuck me. Week 2, Anthony Fowler versus Adam Harper. Bum fight, 1-40 Anthony Fowler, 12-1 Adam fucking Harper.
Wait, you're telling me there's a fighter on there who has a loss and he's a 1-40 favorite?
Yeah.
50-50 matchup, don't mate. Next.
Chris Billum Smith versus Nathan Fawley. Billum Smith 1-14, Fawley 13-2. I mean, this fight is disgusting as well. Absolutely an abhorrent fight. Terry Harper versus Natasha Jonas. Bum fight. 1-10 Terry Harper, 6-1 Natasha Jonas, aka ET. Terrible fight.
50-50, mate. 50-50, though.
Shannon Courtney, aka the Kebab fucking Chav versus Rachel Bull. 4-11 Shannon Courtney, 21-10 Rachel Bull. Fuck me. Nav Mansouri versus Kieran Conway. Nav Mansouri 15-8. Kieran Conway 4-11.
I'm saying it right now. That's one of the best fights they've actually put on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I like this fight as well. Zelfa Barrett versus Eric Donovan.
Good fight.
Yeah,
Not a 50-50.
Yeah, 1-4 Zelfa, 11-4 Eric Donovan. Cash Wellborn, 1-12 Cash, 6-1 Wellborn. Yeah, it's not great, is it?
These are 50-50 fights, though. All right, Eddie Hearn told us.
By the way, I know this is technically not a 50-50 fight by bookie sense, but this is the closest thing to a 50-50 on all of these cards, in my opinion. Luther Clay versus Chris Congo.
That's the hardest one to call.
Yeah, 6-5 Luther, 4-6 Chris Congo. I think that's about right, to be honest. That's
as hard
fight.
to call as the Liam White and Povetkin, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a good fight, that is. I like that fight. Yeah. I like the Bacole fight as well, to be fair. I've actually picked Kuzmin for the upset.
Look, the pay-per-view is a good pay-per-view. You know what I mean? It's a good pay-per-view. No problem with that.
I want one more fight. One more fight.
Oh, yeah, because you don't watch women's boxing.
Yeah, exactly. It's got 3 fights on it to me.
Yeah.
I just can't get interested. I understand.
I personally think Kelly Avanesyan should be on that card.
Yes, but see that if that fight was on that card, man, sick card. Yeah. By the way, shout out to Die Hard Casuals. I've just subbed to your channel, by the way, man. Some good content over there, man. And also Hashman Boxing. Big up to Hashman. Not seen you for a while, man. So big up to you, sir. But yeah, I mean, there's no 50-50s on any of these cards by bookies. Yeah, up until Luther Chris Congo, and yeah, bro.
I'm sorry, mate, but maybe it's just me, yeah. But maybe Eddie Hearn's lost the fucking plot.
Maybe no, he's just a lying cunt. That's what he is, mate.
Can you believe the audacity of him complaining about a double header of Charlo on a fucking pay-per-view? Yeah. Can you believe the audacity when this cunt sold us Frankie Gavin versus fucking Kell Brook?
Yovi, hang on. Povetkin White odds are now fully out, and Povetkin's gone even further outside now. He's now 11-4. That's just to win outright.
2.7 to 5-1.
Method of victory, knockout for Povetkin is 6-1.
Oh,
that's worth a punt, isn't it? I'm picking Dillian, but that's worth a punt.
That's worth it. That's worth a cheeky 20. If you've got 20, it's worth it.
Yeah, because if Povetkin wins that fight, it's by knockout, in my opinion. So, fuck it, why not? That's worth a punt, that is. I'll be honest, though, Unrivaled, with these fucking fights like that have been happening, I've not watched. I watched the first ESPN card. I watched the Mike Plania fight. Other than that, I've really not caught much of it. I just can't be
Right.
asked.
Look, this will tell you what I've watched, yeah? I just paid $8 for that Alcesta card, so what does that tell you? I've watched everything.
Exactly. By the way, fucking Sokolovsky's on one of those cards. He's fighting that Kazakhstan heavyweight, the guy who's 13-0 with 12 knockouts. I forget his name. Is it Kuzabutsky? Nah, Kuzabutsky or something. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be decent. Camille always comes to fight. He's good value, so fuck it.
Yeah, you're part of the Kamil Sokolovsky fan club, mate.
Facts, man. His trainer fucking comments now and again on your videos.
He's commented on a couple of mine too.
He knows his stuff, man. Knows his stuff.
But look, mate. Look, outside of very sad people like myself, boxing is turning off a lot of its fan base right now.
Yep,
It is.
It is. It really is, man. I mean,
and the UFC have played hardball. They have. They've been doing it. They set out with the purpose of eliminating competition, right? That's their goal. That's their goal always. First, it was to dominate MMA, right?
Yeah.
That was their first goal. They've achieved that. Do you want to know how you know they've achieved that? They've dominated MMA. What do people call MMA, Del?
UFC.
UFC.
They call it a sport.
No, they call it UFC, mate.
Yeah, they call UFC a sport. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
UFC is
isn't
a sport. It's not MMA. It's UFC. It's UFC now. It's
And
not
now they
mixed martial arts anymore. It's UFC.
Now Uncle Dana White has just fucking pissed all over the PBC. He's announced Khabib Gaethje on the same day as Tank versus Leo. That's going to get squashed. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I know, mate. That's nearly a guaranteed million fucking pay-per-view.
Yep. Khabib's the biggest star than both of those guys.
So is Gaethje.
Gaethje
He just did
is, yeah.
700k. He just
Gaethje
did 700k against Tony.
Yep. Exactly.
He's coming off of a career best win. People, and a lot of people who don't like Khabib want to see him lose, right? And they're already coming up with the idea. Gaethje's got great wrestling background. He's got great takedown defense, and he's better on his feet. They know the game plan. You know what I mean?
They know how to sell it. They do. I think it was Beats who mentioned it about the branding. They got a brand to sell, and they get it out there. That's the difference. Like, boxing is so fragmented. You know, there's all these different entities. But is branding going to work right now in boxing? It's probably not. The PBC tried it.
You can't get an oligopoly on boxing.
No, exactly. Exactly, man. It's madness. Yo, Levi Khan, man, like Delboy, big up to Levi. Nice of you to drop by. Levi's always here, man. Big up to Levi, man. Big up to Levi. Yeah, Povetkin, top 10 oldest man walking the earth. Fuck's sake. Oh, dear. DT knockout opinion. Do you remember when they made Canelo the biggest name in boxing wait for the UFC show to finish? That's when we knew UFC had taken over boxing. Yep. Essentially, Canelo had to wait for two UFC journeymen to get done fighting in Masvidal and Nate Diaz.
And that was Canelo versus Kovalev.
Yeah, it's not a bum fight, is it? You know
No,
what I mean?
that was a big fight.
It's madness, bruv. It's madness.
They
Imagine
had
that.
to wait for Masvidal and Diaz. Two dudes with a combined record of like fucking 20 losses.
Yeah, over 20 losses. Yeah, exactly. It's mad. It's madness, bruv. It's crazy. Yo, while I've got you here, it's been a long fucking time since we've caught up. What am I going to ask you about? What do you make of that step-up fight for old Tony Yoka? Duhaupas?
I don't care.
Ah, come on, man. You got to give these prospects a little fucking...
No, it's not about that. I just don't care. Right now, I don't care. I'm watching boxing, but I don't care. Oh, so
Man,
Tony Yoka's fighting the Harper, who's been slowing down more and more and more. Everybody's like, oh, proper changing of the guard fight. No, changing of the guard fight is Carlos Takam.
Yeah, now that's what I said after. I said after the fact that he should fight Takam, and somebody in my comments said Duhaupas is better than Takam. I thought, nah, mate, I disagree. But yeah, I think Takam would be ideal after Duhaupas, to be honest. I think that'd be ideal. Yeah, big up to Virtuoso. He says Gaethje is like a Tard Canelo. Fuck's sake. Basically, yeah, he is actually. Dear.
All right,
Tony...
what do I think about it? I think Tony's going to beat him.
The Hop is a
Yeah.
solid guy. I'll do my usual boxing stick, yeah? The Hop has been around. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to survive. He's tough. He actually has a punch on him. We've seen it in the past.
Yep.
Didn't he knock out Manuel?
He outpointed Manuel. He knocked out old the Nordic Nightmare.
Yeah, he knocked out Hellenius, outpointed Manuel Chard. This is a guy who's beaten. He beat Robert Hellenius, who just knocked out Adam Kovnatski, right? I'm going to sell this fight to you, right? So the Harper beat fucking Hellenius, who just beat Kovnatski, who was rated in the top 10 in Ring Magazine, yeah? And he holds a victory over the WBA regular world champion right now. Tony Oka's got 6-7 fights right now, isn't it? 7-0, 6-0? Which is it?
7-0.
7-0 with 6 KOs, yeah? He's stepping up from a bum like Dave Allen to fight a guy who's been in there with world level opposition. He's been in there with Deontay Wilder. He went rounds with a prime Deontay Wilder, guys. One of the biggest punches we've ever seen in the history of our sport. Tony Oka, Olympic gold medalist. You gotta tune in, man. Changing of the guard in France, everything you want to see.
Eddie Hearn's out of a job. By the way, I like to be Dave Allen's slander as well. Bum Dave Allen, love it.
Fuck Dave Allen.
Yes, sir. Fuck Dave Allen.
I'll fight Dave Allen for 10 grand. I'll fight Dave Allen for 10 grand in Eddie Hearn's back garden.
Levi Khan, he's saying, I saw this news. Somebody in the chat mentioned it earlier. Young Pablo Hernandez is coming back as a heavyweight, the former cruiserweight champion. Yeah, he was actually a good fighter back in day, but he's going to get smashed now. He's going to get smashed.
Old.
Yeah, he's been out of the ring for 6 years, I think it is. 6 years, something like that. He's going to get fucked.
He's old.
Yeah, he was a good fighter, man, back in the day, but good boxer. But yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked. He retired because of injuries. He's fucked. He's going to come back, held together by sellotape and blue tack, and he's going to get smashed. That's a facts. Crazy D3, we need a billionaire. This is facts here. We need a billionaire boxing fanboy who will buy out Arum, Hearn, Heyman, Oscar, and Fish Eyes. Yeah, exactly. Need an iron fist dictatorship to clean up the politics of the sport. Yeah, we do. We do.
If
we need
all
boxing
know,
to be Venezuela.
if anybody here knows somebody who's worth about 25 billion, yeah, and doesn't care about the money, tell them to come contact me. Right? Give me $2.5 billion, and I'll fix this sport.
I read something somewhere. I think it may have been Tris Dixon, maybe, and he kind of said, I don't know where he fucking got this figure from, but he said it would cost about $1.2 billion to take over the whole of boxing.
It's about right.
Mm.
Have to buy out all the promotional companies.
Yeah, Abramovich, man, we need that cunt. Sell Chelsea, buy boxing. Roman Abramovich, let's get it. Let's get it.
Nah, mate, because he's gonna fucking put Hernan Crespo up front and Shevchenko and make them flop. What we really need, man. I'll tell you what we need, yeah? We need that Qatari bastard at PSG.
Yes, yeah, the Arab dude, yeah. All your guys, the Man City guys. Get
No,
them
fuck
there.
them. They're only willing. You see, they're willing. I love them, right? But don't get me wrong. But they're only willing. They're penny pinchers. You know what I mean? 50, 60 millions. 50, 60
Compared to,
millions.
yeah,
How much
PSG.
money they've got, right? And then you got the PSG dudes. Oh, yeah. $753 trillion on Neymar or some shit.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Yo, Levi Khan, he's asking about Lyndon Arthur versus Dex Spelman. Who are you picking? I've got Deck by the upset. Jesus. I've got Lyndon Arthur by late knockout, Levi. Good little fight, though.
Beats him. It'll either be late knockout or conclusive on points.
Yeah. Competitive enough, but Dex Spelman is he's very limited. Very limited. Come forward fighter, wide punches, straight up and down, doesn't really have a jab. Lyndon's a good straight puncher, so yeah, I'm taking Lyndon. Lyndon by late knockout or points, like Unrivaled said. I'd agree.
Dex Spelman pretty much reminds me of in a nightclub trying to pick up women. He's got one move. You know what I mean? Kind of it. He's got the straight jab and some claw for him. That's about it.
Yeah, big up to Corruption in Boxing, by the way. One of the best members on the BDA panel, along with Mark, obviously. He says, UFC's taken over boxing. Why don't you look at the market capitalization of a parent company and their average purses over the past 3 years? UFC is small fry. Yep, exactly. Very well put. Very well put. It's mad, though. It's mad boxing right now. It's mad. Big Dan, the World Boxing Super Series could and should be the future of boxing. I don't think it could, but it should. I agree with that.
It should be, but it can't be.
Yeah.
Not enough money in it.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't have enough backing. You see, the Zone should have picked up the World Boxing Super Series as the chief tool for boxing. Instead of doing this Eddie Hearn crap, yeah, and fucking buying up Nikita Ababi
He's useless. He is.
and fucking some marquee world class fighters. We've got Jesse Vargas. No one cares.
Yeah, he went in there,
Demetrius
man.
Andrade, who's dressing up as a pirate and doing fucking hand dances on the fucking stage when Jarrell Miller and Joshua are going at it. Meanwhile, you got Povetkin in the back looking like he's about to shoot Jarrell Miller in the face. Do you remember that?
That was an insane press conference, man. Like the village people, wasn't it?
When Andre just came across that stage doing the fucking hand things, going, ah! I was like, what is wrong with
Bro.
this?
Imagine though saying you're going to take over boxing, you're going to sign the Charlos,
And your
Errol Spence.
your marquee signing is Demetrius Andrade.
It's madness. I like Andrade. I think he's good, but listen, man, he ain't going to get fights anytime soon, is he? Andrade. Just fight Liam Williams. That's what I would say with Andrade.
You knew Eddie Hearn wasn't going to do well in America when he said, we're going to take boxing to places it's never been. Oklahoma. What?
Wichita. All these places, man.
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Do you remember when he said Wyoming? I was like, there's people there.
What next? Utah. What next? Do you know what I mean?
That's like saying, oh, we're going to take over boxing in Ireland. Where are you going to put a card on? Oh, Sweden.
Fucking hell, man.
Do you know what I
Madness.
mean?
It's madness. Yeah, Levi, yeah. Rungvisai versus Rian Rong this weekend. Yeah, I'll watch that. It's free on YouTube, so I'll watch it. Rungvisai's going to beat the piss out of him, but it's Rungvisai, innit? I'll always watch Rungvisai. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll always watch him. Him and I'm not rumor wrong. If it was a prime, I'm not rumor wrong. Me and Dell would be wet right now, but it's not.
That's a sick fight. That's a sick fight.
But what I will say, right, and I'm going to say this very strongly, yeah, is boxing is a load of gash right now. You got Eddie Hearn putting Cecilia Breakers versus Jessica McCaskill out on the streets in Oklahoma while he's going to be going around with a bucket asking people for donations.
It's garbage, isn't it? The only way I'm interested in that fight is for weigh-in. I watch for weigh-in, see Jessica. I like a bit of Jessica, but apart from that, I'm not interested at all. Not interested. Female boxing, down the drain. Not interested. Just give me the weigh-ins. That's all I want. And even like 9 times out of 10, the weigh-ins are terrible anyway because they look like dogs. You know what I mean? So fuck them. Not interested. Nordic Warrior, fun fact. Hernandez played Joe Louis in the German Max Schmeling movie directed by Uwe Boll. Interesting. I've never seen it. Never seen that movie.
Did you see Eddie Hearn giving fucking PBC shit for putting that shit on? And then he goes on to say, Cheeseman versus Eggington will feel like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's that Boxing Social interview. Insane. I said in the comments, hypothetically, yeah, the Charlo card or the Povetkin card, let's say both were at a UK pay-per-view price. I know what I'm paying for, and it ain't the Povetkin card.
I'll be honest, if they were all from the same country,
yeah.
So let's say these were all UK guys, yeah? The UK fans would much rather watch a middleweight world title fight and a unification, yeah, than watch an interim world heavyweight title fight.
Exactly. Forget that, Mo. Forget that. Even if the circumstances are as they are now, let's say Charlo was on pay-per-view. Let's just say it happened on the same day, but one was in America, obviously, as it is, and one's in the UK. I would still rather play for Charlo. Straight up. I don't know if I'm going to pay for White Povetkin yet. I'll be honest. I'm not sure.
Now, let's be real. You normally don't buy pay-per-views.
No, I've really got to want to see it. I'm not going to buy anything. You know what I mean? I ain't going to buy anything. The last time I bought a pay-per-view on my own, because I usually watch it around with friends, get the lads over, but I forget the last one. It might have been Usyk Gassiev, actually, weirdly enough. No, Prograis, sorry. Prograis and Taylor. That's the last one I purchased on my own kind of thing, just watching it myself. That's the last one. But I'm really, really selective on what I buy if I'm watching it alone. Really selective. I don't give my money away for shit. You know? Corruption in boxing. Now, I've been saying this and I've been called a fucking hater. The Zone's business model is not sustainable.
Oh.
Access Industries is underwriting debt to finance their 7 to 10 year rights free, and that is not being covered at all by monthly subscriptions. Absolutely. You know, the purses some of these fighters have got, it's totally unsustainable. Mikey getting paid $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas. Did he get paid $7 million to fight Errol on pay-per-view? I'm not sure.
I think so. I know he got $7 million to fight against Vargas.
Yeah. Did he get that much against Errol, though? It must be comparable.
I don't know, but they spent. Listen to me, mate. They spent $10 million on that Jesse Vargas Mikey Garcia fight. $10 million on those two fighters, horses. $10 million, and they're haggling with Chocolatito and Estrada in a unification at Superfly, over 500 grand a piece extra.
$500,000. It's madness. They pay Golovkin $14 million.
$14.7 million to fight a guy who isn't fit to wear my shirt.
Old Steve Rolls, aka Ham Rolls. Love it.
Fucking Rolls Royce in his fucking car wash, mate. I'm telling you, it's a load of garbage. Garbage.
Yeah, exactly, bruv. Yeah, Brandon, I saw that. He's happy. He's happy. Brentford beat Swansea. So am I, man. Yeah, I hope Brentford beat Fulham in the final, in the playoff final.
Fingers crossed for Brentford.
Yeah, man, it'd be sick to see Brentford up there. I think they'll like replace Bournemouth as being like that small club, small stadium kind of thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully, fingers crossed, man. I was gutted when
He's spending £41 million on Nathan Aki.
Yeah, Nathan Aki's all right, but he's all right. He's a good ball player.
How good is he when his team got like 19 points this year?
That's true, you know. That's true. Yeah, I can't argue, bruv. I can't argue. He's all right, though. He's a ball-playing defender. He's good on the ball. Yeah, he's all right. He's not going to be a starting...
Stones. He's still shit.
Oh, that's true, actually. John Stones is a calamity. He makes Maguire look fucking half-decent. Oh, dear. Yeah, it's interesting, the transfer market. It looks like you guys are actually trying to spend conservatively this summer.
I don't think so.
Do you not?
So. I think we bought Aki as a backup, yeah? We're buying Ferron, but what it does look like from what I've been seeing, we're going in strong for Koulibaly.
Yeah, very good centre back, Napoli.
Yeah, as our main choice to partner Laporte. I'd be happy with that, to be honest. I think that's one of the best defenses you could make if they gel. So there's that, and apparently they also want a striker, and they've been looking at high level strikers.
Mm.
They've been looking at Haaland and that dude off Inter. What's his name?
Oh, Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, they've been looking at them too as their main choices.
Lautaro would actually suit you guys down to a T.
So,
Copendo 9.
Gabriel Jesus.
Copendo 9. Anybody give Tyrone Nurse a shot against Kerman Lejaraga? Not really, I'll be honest.
No.
No
one has a shot against Kerman.
King Kerman. Yo, Hashman, is that true? Andrade got $4 million against Luke Keeler. That can't be true, surely.
Mate,
that's insane.
Andrade, my friend, yeah, Andrade headlined that card.
I tell you what, I've been really, really struggling with sleep these last few weeks for whatever reason, and Hashman has kindly given me a solution to that. Andrade versus Willie Monroe rumors. Cheers, Hashman. You're a nice man. My poor sleep pattern is going to be cured by the mere thought of that fucking monstrosity of a fight. Garbage. Or garbage, as Mark would say. Terrible.
Yeah, let me say this, though, yeah? Danny Roman versus Akhmadaliev, yeah? Tevin Farmer versus Jojo Diaz. And Demetrius Andrade versus Luke Keeler, right? Mm-hmm. That was a card. That looks okay, right? What was the point in having Andrade versus Luke Keeler be the main event other than making people turn the show off?
Exactly. Do you know what? You could have saved money. And had Estrada Gonzalez. I know you couldn't because of the time frame, but I'm just saying what sort of fights you could have put on instead of that shit.
Yeah, you know that's $3 million for the two of them.
Yeah. You could have put on, whatever, a much better fight. They've overpaid so many fighters. It's unreal.
Like,
Yeah.
in all honesty, Akhmed Aliev, Danny Roman should have been the main event. Or Farmer Jojo, not Andre Keeler.
Yeah. Me and you, though, we was on that fucking Akmadalia fight, and we was right. That's a sick fight. That's a great fight, man. High skill level and entertaining. Great fight, bruv. That's a great fight. I'd still like to see a rematch, actually, but it's not going to happen now. Corruption in boxing, and these fuckers refuse to give Roman and won $1 million. Yeah, exactly. They're not going to give these guys $1 million a piece for a super fight. They're willing to give Charlo and Tank $7 million to fight on their platform. Exactly. Listen, man. If you want to look at the purse, how inflated the purses are on DAZN, Google Kevin Farmer purses. There's a website what shows you his purses, like before and after, like DAZN. Before DAZN, like this guy was getting paid like 90 grand to fight Billy Dibb, and in reality, that's what he's worth. He's worth about 90 grand. As soon as he signs with fucking DAZN, he's getting paid $750,000 to fight John O'Carroll, James Tennyson, Frenoir. This guy's a multi-millionaire for beating up fucking domestic British fighters. Insane. Absolutely insane. Fuck me. Jesus. Madness. It's madness. Eddie Hearn's biggest mistake was he went into America, man, and he said the amount he had, he's going to take over boxing, blah, 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 and he's got his pants pulled down and he's been rogered. That's what's happened.
What?
Eddie Hearn, man, he's fucked it up. He ain't going to pull that back now.
He's fucking... No, don't go into boxing saying, oh, we've got $1 billion. They'll go into and just start signing fighters and give them fights.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And listen, it's not Eddie's money, as we know, but Eddie's going to get a cut of that. Maybe he's overpaying fighters like how Al Heyman used to do it, because he's going to get a big cut anyway. Now, like Al Heyman used to overpay guys for bum fights with that hedge fund money. He was paying like Leo $1 million to fight an absolute bum. And we know why, because he's getting a cut. Maybe Eddie's doing the same with that DAZN money. Who knows? Maybe he's just bleeding DAZN dry. Who the fuck knows? But he's not really made a success of that as far as I'm concerned. Has he put on good fights? Yeah, he has. But the pay structure and the financial dealings of DAZN, it's not sustainable like corruption.
What's the best fight Eddie Hearn's put on at DAZN?
The best fight on DAZN. I'm going to take the fight itself into account and how much I was looking forward to it, kind of both. Best fight he's put on DAZN. Do you know what? I'm tempted to say Roman versus Akhmadaliev. Maybe Estrada Rungvisai.
Do you know what I think the best fight he's put on is?
Gone.
People are going to be like, you're talking bollocks. Danny Roman versus TJ Dehaney's the best fight that DAZN have put on.
It's a very good fight. Unification as well. Very good fight. Yeah.
I think it really was. And no one will say it. Nobody will have the balls to say that that's the best fight Eddie Hearn's put on DAZN. It is.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have been.
No, it's true though. Like, listen, DAZN have put on some good fights. They've had a few good cards. I'm not debating that. And I would pay for it if they came over here with that schedule. I would pay for it, but it just promised so much more for me. And I'm not blown away by it, to be honest. I'm not blown away. Crazy D3, he says Canelo Jacobs. Yeah, the occasion was big, but it wasn't really a great fight. And it wasn't Eddie Hearn who put it on, really, was it? Essentially, It's Golden Boy, innit, when it comes to Canelo.
What was Eddie thinking, man? What was he thinking? Then imagine this. You've got like 100 cars for sale, right? And I walk up to you, right? And I'm like, how much for the Subaru Impreza? You're like, how much do you have? And I go, oh, I've got 36 grand.
Yeah.
And it's a used car. It's worth 3, right? What I say to you is, I've got about 1,200 quid. You're like, oh, mate, I can't let it go for anything less than 2.
Yeah.
Like, oh, mate, I'd have to be looking around. I really would. 1,200's hard. You're like, all right, what about 15? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Listen, man, it's just...
Walking up to Mikey Garcia. How much would it cost you to fight? How much money you got? Oh, I've got $1 billion. 10 million.
It's madness, isn't it? It's absolute madness. Fair play, man. These fighters are getting paid, but at the end of the day, I mean, none of these guys are creating legacies. Like Andrade, he's not getting fight. I mean, he's got guys at middleweight and 168. None of these fights are happening. Billy Joe, Callum Smith, and all these sort of fights. None of these fights are happening. And he criticizes others.
Callum Smith, John Ryder rematch.
Yeah, exactly. Callum Smith, John Ryder, Billy Joe, Andrade. You know, there's all these fights that he could make in-house. Great fights. We'd all watch. Excellent fights. Not close to being made. Not close. Every one of these cunts are standing still in the hope Canelo picks them. Every one of them. Embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man.
It's
Like
that work with world of boxing than he is with his own style.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man.
Because all these Uzbek fighters that he's got, Nurmagomedov and everything, yeah? They're Uzbek. Yeah. They're with world of boxing. Bivol with world of boxing. Povetkin with world of boxing.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, all of these guys are like
World of
co-promoted.
boxing.
Yeah, that's true. None of these guys are purely with Eddie Hearn. That's true.
Like, you mean to tell me you can get me Dillian White versus Povetkin, but you can't give me Martin Bakoli versus Hergovich?
Yeah.
You can't put Huey Fury versus Dave Allen on your back garden because you don't have the money. That tells you failed.
That's another fight, Big Dan. Saunders versus Danny Jacobs, yeah? Smith Ryder 2, Andrade Golovkin, Estrada Gonzalez 2, Usyk Chisora, get them on, yeah, exactly. Get these fights done, man. It's madness. Nordic Warrior, Tevin Farmer's a decent journeyman. Yeah, he's like a fringe level contender who got a belt somehow. He was very lucky, very fortunate in my opinion. But he's made his money. Eddie Hearn's made him a millionaire somehow. Fair play to him, I guess.
Oh, mate, you beat John O'Carroll.
He beat John O'Carroll and what's his face, James Tennyson. That's it. But yeah, they're good wins for like a domestic fighter.
John O'Carroll did a better job against fucking Scott Quigg than Oscar Valdez did. That's...
Yeah, he did. He fucking beat the piss out of Scott Quigg. He beat the piss out of him.
To be fair, mate, it's a different Scott.
It's a very different Scott Quigg. He's had one too many crowns up his nose, yeah, but still, like, you know what I mean?
He went from Crayola to Magic Marker.
Oh, dear.
You and me were watching that fight together. Look, lads, this is not word of a joke. Me and Del must have said that Scott Quigg was a crayon eater at least 200 times. We just slated the dude for a proper 30 minutes. He's getting punched in the head and we're laughing. That was horrible.
Now, the worst thing about that fight was Tesco Joe refusing to pull his man out. Like, you know what I mean?
That was the best part of it.
Tesco Joe is a fucking scumbag. I mean, that guy's a prick.
The funniest part of that fight, mate, was that every punch John O'Carroll was landing on Quigg, it felt like it was a new way landing on Puyol.
Oh shit, man, that's a beatdown. That was an impressive performance. I'll be honest. I didn't expect that.
John has ever boxed.
Yeah, he boxed really well. That was also quite entertaining as well, man. Like volume, in and out, beating the piss out of him. It was a good performance, man. Good performance. Yeah, big up to Right Hook Boxing, by the way, man. I see you slide by. Big up to Right Hook. Nice channel as well, Right Hook Boxing. Some good stuff. Yeah, Big Dan, that's a good shout. Carroll versus Cordina. That's a very good fight, you know. That's a very good fight. John O'Carroll, Joe Cordina. Yeah, I'd love that fight. See, these are the sort of fights we should get.
Is Cordina on 130?
He moved down, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, he moved down, yeah. That's a sick fight, you know. That's a very good fight. But these sort of fights at domestic level, these 50-50s, why not? Where's Boatsi versus Johnson? Where's that fight? I mean... DT knockout opinion. Scott Quigg was boxing's version of Forrest Gump. Jesus Christ. No, Forrest Gump had footwork, mate. I think you're wrong there. Come on now.
Yeah,
Forrest Gump.
Johnny better than Joe.
Yeah, Jenna, eh? Yeah, Forrest could move his legs, man. Come on now.
I have HIV, Forrest.
It's okay, Jenna, eh? Fuck's sake.
Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, shit. Fucking hell.
Tom Hanks way overdoes that fucking voice.
He does, man. Oh, shit.
Run,
Okay.
Forrest, run. You get back here, boy. Keep running, Forrest.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
going to be my new daddy?
Yeah. Okay, Jenny.
I love the part where in the room with the two prostitutes on New Year's, yeah, and Lieutenant Dan's trying to get his rocks off, and Forrest goes mad.
It's been fucking years since I've watched that film, you know.
I gotta watch that movie again, like.
Bruh. Yeah, we saw that RSV, yeah. Showtime have sacked Paulie Malignaggi, yeah. Yep. It's not surprising, really, is it? It is what it is. Ah, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? He said about Eastern Europeans running boxing, and apparently that's what got him sacked. Oh, I've not really read into it, though, so whatever. Poor simp Forrest Gump, yeah. Forrest Gump was like the original simp, wasn't he, basically? Okay. Hashman Boxing. Tremaine Williams will beat Fulton once he deals with Leo this weekend, and he's coming for Akhmadaliev soon. Yeah, Akhmadaliev is going to punch holes in Tremaine Williams if Tremaine Williams beats Angelo Leo.
What,
I've actually... Huh?
The mighty midget, huh?
Yeah, I've seen... I've been catching up with Tremaine Williams this... today, actually. He's got fucking quick hands, to be fair
It's
to
a
him.
box.
Yeah, that's a decent little fight.
Angelo Leo.
Maybe. There's a good little fight. Still a good little fight. Good replacement.
I think it's a big problem for Leo. He's been preparing for an orthodox fighter. Williams is a southpaw.
Yeah. He's very fucking quick.
Very fast. Like, imagine going from that to a really a much shorter kind of guy, in and out, explosive, fast hand southpaw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a good fight, though, isn't it? That's a good replacement. Very good replacement. I was kind of expecting that card to get pulled, to be honest, but then I realised Tremaine was on the undercard, so it's a good little fight. Big Dan,
smart with what they're doing.
huh?
They're being smart with what they're doing. They
Yeah.
created a card with a possible backup in case someone got COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Big Dan Akhmadaliev's the best super bantamweight in the world by far. I think he's the best as well. By far, I need to see a bit more, but I think he's the best.
He's the best till the new way goes up there.
Mm.
No, it's all over.
Facts. John Fury could fight for the IFL Mong title belt also. Yeah, exactly. Fucking embarrassing, John Fury. Jesus Christ.
I think Lewis Neary should go to 122 and fight against Akhmadaliev.
Good fight. I'd watch it. I'd watch it to see Lewis Neary get sparked, to be honest.
You know full well Neary could beat him.
I don't know, you know. What, 122?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, you know. I think
Lewis Neary.
Akhmadaliev is a much more dynamic fighter, in my opinion. He'll spark him out. He'll knock him out clean. He's going to avenge Yamanaka's defeat, and he's going to spark this guy, nail him to the canvas. That's what's going to happen. LAC 74, what fight are you looking forward to on the Matchroom card this weekend? I'll be honest, mate. I'm going out instead. I'm not watching it. I'll catch up the next day, but if you're asking me, I think the main event will be a fun little tear-up. But other than that, I mean, it's not all that great, in my opinion. It's not.
I wanted an egg McMuffin. I got to McDonald's.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm kind of half interested in Fabio Wardley, I guess, as a prospect. But again, Vallili's a cruiserweight who is shit at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Kugan Cassius thinks he's hard. Yeah, he's calling out bantamweights, saying he's going to cave their heads in. Kugan's a hard man. I wouldn't mess with him. You know what I mean? I'm going to cave your fucking head in.
Kugan looks like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, Kugan looks like a pest. Kugan is definitely a pest. There's no doubt about it.
Kugan looks like the type of guy who'd show up outside of your window looking for Bob's and pajamas.
If Kugan got Me Too'd, I would not be surprised at all. I really wouldn't be surprised.
Did you ever see him talking to the ring girls and whatever, mate? They look mad uncomfortable.
Yeah, have you seen his fucking selfies he does with them, though? He looks so fucking... It's just cringe. It's so cringe, honestly. He's done a good job with what he's done, but he's a fucking idiot. He's a melt, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll cave your fucking head in. Yeah, exactly. SA-47.
Go ahead, cave his head in. I got
I'd
20
watch
on
it.
Patel killing him.
Oh, dear.
I got 20 quid on Patel turning him into a Hungarian bin man, mate.
Yeah. Fat Mick has problems at the moment. Yeah, Fat Mick has a lot of problems, Nordic, no doubt. Corruption in boxing.
Diabetes.
Corruption in boxing. Akhmadaliev is very one-dimensional. Roman was progressively setting traps on the back foot and was picking single shots effectively. Yeah, that is true. Roman had that fight was very, very close in my opinion. I'll be honest. If you gave it to Roman, I wouldn't argue with you. If you gave it to Akhmadaliev by a point, wouldn't argue. Very interesting fight. I felt Akhmadaliev landed the harder shots, to be honest, to both body and head. But yeah, Roman was doing some good work in there. Some very good work. That's a great fight, by the way. Wasn't that a great fight? Great technical fight. I enjoyed that one.
Very good fight.
Yeah.
I'll drop off, let you finish up your little show, yeah?
Yeah, I've got to fucking wrap this one up in a second, mate.
Peace
anyway.
out, mate.
Sick. Peace, bruv.
Take care, you bunch of cunts.
Oh dear. Yeah, Coogan's out of control, man. There's no doubt about it. Fuck's sake, Mike Tyson was just caught molesting a bottlenose dolphin in Florida. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Oh dear. Denzel Bentley versus Mark Heffron is a very good fight, Hash, man. That's a very, 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 very good fight. Violent fight. Both guys are punchers, not the greatest technicians. That's a very good, that's a good domestic fight, that is. It's a good domestic fight. 50-50 in my opinion. Coogan looks like he steals the ring girl's footwear to smell them. Oh shit, yeah. Adam Smith though, he goes a step further. Like he takes the socks and sniffs them. He sniffs the seats. He's a straight weirdo, he is, isn't he? Jesus Christ. Yeah, Coogan was David Hayes' bodyguard, yeah. Coogan was David Hayes' toes bodyguard. Oh shit, fucking hell, lads. Coogan would only fight Prince Patel. Yeah, I'd be Team Prince Patel that one. I'll be honest. I'll be Team Prince Patel. Bring back James Helder, whatever his name was. James Helder was all right, you know. Not a great interviewer, but he seemed genuine. Whereas Coogan just seems like a fucking snake. I'll be honest with you. Just seems like a snake. Maybe he's a nice dude, but my intuition isn't usually wrong. He doesn't seem all that trustworthy, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Bentley is a better boxer than seen on television. He just needs to replicate what he does in sparring. Interesting. Yeah, the guy's clearly got some sort of power. He clearly hits quite hard. Yeah, James Helder, my boy, them. Fuck's sake. Oh, dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. But yeah, man, I should have a prediction video for Tim Tszyu versus Jeff Horn coming out in the next couple of days. Looking forward to that fight. That's going to be a good little fight, you know. It's a shame it's only a 10-rounder vote. Tim Tszyu versus Jeff Horn. For some reason, Jeff Horn wanted it as a 10-rounder, which I thought was very interesting, actually. But I like that fight, you know. Yeah, Tim Tszyu versus Jeff Horn. That's a proper, like, big step up, that is, for a prospect. Son of Costa Tszyu fights in a similar style, you know, behind that jab. Tries to keep range, looking for that right hand down the pipe. Interesting. Yeah, Cop End, it's a 10-rounder, mate, unfortunately. And apparently it was Jeff Horn who requested that. I thought that was very interesting. Does that say something for his ambition and his hunger? The fact that he wants it to be a 10-rounder, whereas the younger guy, he wanted it to be a 12-rounder. Interesting. If I'm Jeff Horn, right, and I've got this young guy ahead of me who's taken a massive step up, I would want it to be a 12-rounder. I want to take this guy in deep waters. Do you know what I mean? Weird one, that is. Very weird on Team Horn's behalf. Very, 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 very weird. Kavanaugh, Horn is underrated. He beat Pac-Man in my eyes. I thought Pac-Man won, to be honest. It was very competitive, though. It was more competitive than some people had on, but I felt Pac-Man won. Yeah, Tim is Costa Tszyu's son, yeah. He fights in a similar style as well. Not as like hard hitting or anything like that. and not as good really, but he fights in a similar style. He's half decent. How far he goes, I'm not really sure, to be honest, but he can beat Jeff Horn. You know, to me, Jeff Horn hasn't looked great above 147. You know, he got knocked out by Michael Zarafa. In the rematch, he won, but was very fortunate. So I can see Tim Tszyu winning that fight. I can see him winning. Yo, no worries, Hashman, no worries. I'm going to do some more streams. As I said, with these streams, I'm going to, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to structure them a little differently. So I'm going to have like a panel of 4 people max, because when you have too many people on, it just gets hectic and crazy. Can't be dealing with that nonsense. And also, yeah, I'll do some solo streams as well, just me talking to you guys. Because when you got somebody on, it's hard to like read the chat all the time, to be honest, when you're like talking and having a conversation. So I think what I'll do is like one stream where it's solo, the next stream it's like anybody can join kind of thing, you know, something like that. But yeah, man, anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. I am going to watch a couple of, watch a movie and then probably go to bed because we've got an early start tomorrow. Anyway, thank you guys for dropping by. Yeah, much appreciated. Smash the like on the way out as well. Peace.